proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. So that's what we're going to just talk about a little. Each of your own experiences on the tiny little changes that you have been doing in your personal and business, and how it has created big success in your life. So once again, this is Pure Money Legacy. We're about to get started in about 10 seconds. Like I said, I just was waiting for a few more people to come in.
Hey, Andre, we got the roll. Or-
All right, here we go. My name is Andre Adams. I am from Baltimore, Maryland. My gratitude for today is I am thankful for life in abundance. And my affirmation for today is I am the sum of all of my fears and I will conquer them. And today we're talking about atomic habits for success. Like I said, we're just referencing some of the things off of the book James Clear. I don't know if some of you might, I know some of you read it, but just giving it an idea. Um, one second, y'all. Somebody just tapped my window. 1 second.
Well, guys,
All
if
right.
you're just joining
Yes.
us, we do
Apologies.
go over our
So yes, we're
affirmations and
talking about
gratitude
atomic
Monday through
habits for
Friday at
success. The
8:35
book by
a.m.
James
Eastern
Clear. I
over
read
on
this book.
Clubhouse, and we've decided to
It
stream
was
it to
about 5 years
multiple
ago, actually.
platforms. You're more than
I
welcome
haven't
to
read it
join us
recently, but it
over
just
in
popped in my
Clubhouse
mind
and
today.
utilize your voice as well.
Me,
All are
I
welcome,
was
or
off
you could just
today
tune in
off of my paid
and stay
mentorship,
listening to the show.
and it was
Hopefully
just
you'll
kind of
like it.
funny because I'm used to getting up at 3:30 every day. I'm averaging about 3 hours of sleep, and now I that's one of my tiny little things that I've changed. It's not tiny, but it is. I've been getting up very early, so I cannot sleep in late anymore. That's definitely changed. Even when I'm off, I'm just up, and so it's just one little thing like that. It gets your mind ready in the morning. You get to meditate. You get to clear your mind a little. They say when the alarm goes off, just jump out the bed. But a lot of us is just a little bit more than that. Sometimes you do want to just sit and meditate a little and get your thoughts together from the night before, whatever you thought about before you went to sleep and dreamed about and put in your mind. And one of the things that he says on there in the book, I mean, is goals are good for setting a direction, but systems are best for making progress. So you can have a goal, but the systems are what matters. I know a friend of Travis's that I met and went to one of his seminars on Connie Falls. She talks about that heavily. That's her motto about systems and how you can, do other things and let the systems fall in place and do what they need to do for you, and not have to worry about it because you set them in place to run your business for you. So that is definitely one of the quotes that he said, and he also talked about. He said, when nothing seems to help, he looks at a stone cutter hammering away at the rock, because he said, you know, it says perhaps 100 times without as much as showing it, he sees that the 100th blow that cracked the rock, it wasn't the last hit that did that. It was all of the consistency before that that had it to get to that point. So it's just being consistent in whatever you do, because you will break through just like The Rock. You will break through once you stay consistent on whatever it is going on in your business that you're doing. And you just have to stay steadfast, like it says, in the Bible too. That's one of the words that they use is steadfast, and you have to do that. And this room is one of my tiny changes that had big success for me. Also, me just getting on this room every day, even if I can't get up on the stage, just coming in and listening. And it's just really been a big help. And I love you all for that. And I appreciate, all the consistency with everyone in here now, the new people that I see in here. So, yes, I want to hear some of your thoughts on some of your atomic habits for success that you've incorporated. So, with that being said, we're going to hand it over to April. April, please let everyone know where you're from, your gratitude and affirmation, and what are some of the atomic habits that you've been doing for success.
Oh man, good morning everyone. April from Dallas Fort Worth. Super man, grateful. Listen, I am hype. I'm gonna try not to listen. I'm gonna try to tone it down though, cause I've been up and the 5 a.m. crew, man, y'all do not disappoint. I'm telling you, it just gets my day started on the right path. So my gratitude goes to the 5 a.m. crew. Man, I am super, super hyped up because what you're talking about, Andre, really falls in line with what we were kind of talking about this morning. We were talking about something a little bit different, but the messaging is still in line. We were talking about being persistent. We were talking about asking God for what it is we want. You know what I mean? Like, go to him. He is a good, good father. He will give us what we want. All we have to do is act. The reason why we don't have is because we're not asking. Okay, I'm not gonna get on that tangent. But I'm grateful for the space that I have been allowed to create, and even even with this room too, because it basically it's an extension of this room, honestly. It's an extension of this room, and so I'm just grateful for each and every one of you. My affirmation is, and I'm gonna go back to 2023, y'all, because I have to. I have because I ask, I know because I seek, the door is open to me because I knock. Miracles shall follow miracles, and wonders shall never cease in my life. And so, atomic habits for success, being consistent. And I would say being persistently consistent. Like, you got to keep knocking on the doors. That's what I love about the Girl Scouts organization and those cookies that they, them the cookie crack that they be selling every January, February, because it teaches the young girls at a young age that how to sell, not only how to sell, but how to network, how to talk to people, and how to be persistent, and consistently persistent, I should say. Even when somebody says no, I don't want any cookies, that's all right. You're just one person. Somebody else is going to come along and want the cookies, and not only are they gonna buy the box for themselves, but then they're gonna buy the box that you would have purchased had you purchased. So as business people, as entrepreneurs, we can't be afraid of the no. Who cares that this person said no? We go on to the next. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I would say about an atomic habit. That's what an atomic habit for success is for me. It's being consistently persistent in your pursuit for success and excellence. And I land my mic.
Bars. You dropped a lot of bombs right there. I love the example you gave of the Girl Scout cookies. They're like Jehovah Witnesses. Sometimes it can be a little, like, I don't want to say the word, but like, Lord. Okay, because they the kids. I love the kids. Martin love the kids. So, you know, and they know that, and they bank on that also because they know we as humans are going to give in to the kids. So it's a great business because it really works. But yes, like you said, knocking on doors. I was doing that when I started off sales marketing back in the day, like in the early 2000s, late 90s. I would go and sell security systems. And it was definitely persistence with consistence, like how you just said it. The consistent persistent. And it was definitely mind over matter because you had to, like you said, not worry about those closed doors because all it takes is that one door. and that'll change the whole atmosphere, our outlook on whatever you're doing, and reap benefits. So yeah, April, thank you so much for those gems you dropped. I appreciate you as always in this room, giving the whole different aspects, spiritual, also too. Thank you. Dr. Davis, please let everyone know where you are from, your gratitude and affirmation, and what are some of your atomic habits that you've incorporated in your business and in the lives of us.
What's happening, everybody? Dr. Davis here from the DMV area. Affirmation is I can, I will, I must get it done by any means necessary. My gratitude goes towards the man upstairs giving me yet another 24 hours to reach my goals. Before I get into my atomic habits for success, I was laughing at April uh, when she said you need to ask. You gotta ask God, and that's true. That is absolutely true. But a lot of people miss a step there, and I know April don't do it. But you know, God's answer is in your people. The same stuff you asking God for, you need to use your voice and ask people the exact same thing to the T. Like, people don't know what you want if you don't ask them what you want. Like, the people in this world is God's creatures to serve you. Now, I don't know which person is going to serve you, but how can they serve you if they can't hear you? And I swear to God, if you start talking out loud about exactly what you want, and I ain't talking no like, man, I just want a better life. That ain't telling. I don't nobody know what a better life look like to you. What does the better life look like, and how do you want to obtain it? And if you start talking like that, the same way that you talk to God, I'm telling you, it's some people out here who can help you obtain that. So I just want to add that extra step. Don't you just sit at night, laying in the bed, praying to God, talk about God, help me get out of this, and then you don't use your voice out here in the world to the creatures that He's created. Because we got the resources, we got the it's somebody out here that's just one person that got everything that you need. But again, they got to hear you. So, the atomic habits for success. Well, of course, y'all know I try to use my voice as much as I can. You know, that is a daily habit that I try to incorporate. I've even done it so much that I created segments of shows. Right, like I just had to schedule it into my day. We talk about consistency, so I said, well, I know the voice is the most powerful thing. Can I consistently utilize it every day? Of course, we do it here in the morning, each and every morning. Been doing it over 3 years. I said, well, let me do my live later, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I got the technology, I got the equipment, and then I realized, well, we could spread this show even more too, so voices can keep being heard. So my atomic habit is using the voice as much as possible, as well as setting goals. You have to set goals for yourself. If you don't have goals set, then what are you doing? And I mean daily goals too, not just this vision and this dream goal. Like that vision and that dream can be reverse engineered down, and then we could create daily goals. So when you wake up every 24 hours, this is why I'm telling you, I'm grateful that the man upstairs is giving me 24 hours because I got some goals I need to achieve today. And once I achieve those goals, it gets me closer to my weekly goals, then to the monthly goals, and then to the yearly goals. And before you know it, you've accomplished and moved mountains that you probably didn't think that you could do. And it was just treating it like a game. Without goals, then you really honestly have no purpose of why you waking up today. You just moving through the motions of the day, and your 24 hours pass you by. I can't allow that to happen. Like, time is precious. We don't know when we gonna leave. So why did you cheat time by not setting parameters and goals of what you can accomplish within that time? Because I'm telling you, 2025 is gonna be here before you know it with the way AI and stuff moving. And then you're gonna say we're gonna do it next year. And that ain't gonna happen because you keep wasting time. So that's my atomic habits. And I park my Tesla.
Love it, definitely, Doc. Like you said, using your voice and setting those goals, and um, definitely my child's mom has done that. I watched her set the daily, like you said, or weekly. You want to set your ultimate, end all goals, but like you said, changing them up, so to speak. Now you have new goals to accomplish, which coincides with the tiny changes, with turns into the big success. You have to set your goals consistently, and that will definitely help you get to your end goal by doing that. So that is definitely a great tidbit that you just said. And like you said, also asking the people, the saying is something for the people, give the people what they want. And that's so true. You got to give the people what they want, but you have to ask, so And definitely, I appreciate your input as always. We appreciate you in this platform, setting it up for us, and we look forward to more. Talisha, thank you for being in the room. Always good to hear your voice. Please let everyone know where you are from, your gratitude and affirmation, and what are some atomic habits you incorporate for success.
Hey, everyone. My name is Talisha, better known as your girl Ty Creations, the entrepreneur creator, and I help individuals capitalize in the travel industry and also grow, and scale their cleaning business. I'm calling in from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. This morning, I am grateful for Drive. Um, And my affirmation is abundance is mine. And some of my habits, I don't think, I know. One of my, I talked about it yesterday about getting 1% better, and it looks like taking action. Um, that's what it's about. I take action. Every day I get up, I'm working towards my goals. I'm taking action. And then another thing that has helped me is journaling, so I can watch and look at this process that I'm going through and remind myself and be able to teach others what it's like and how to get over certain hurdles while I'm going through my process. So that's the things that I have in place. Just writing down the process. That's real important. So you can track it, and so you can see what you're doing and remember what you're doing and be able to go back and help others. I think that's my ultimate thing and the thing to do whenever I'm doing anything. Taking action, not being afraid, just doing it and just writing down the process so that I can help the next person. And yes, sometimes it gets a little crazy. Sometimes I just be jumping out here head first, but I'm still going to take action and I'm going to figure it along the way, and I'm just going to get out there and do it. And I'm going to stay correcting myself and making sure I'm writing down the journey. All right, that's all I have. I love y'all.
Gang, 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 gang. So you out in these streets. I hear you, Talisha. You out in the streets. Stay out in these streets. That's how you get it done. You got to be on these streets. You got to be in the mix of things. And I love that about you. And you're definitely going to succeed as you always have. And like she said, she has a flourishing business, teaching people about this, cleaning and how to really make success out of anything you do. We appreciate you, Talisha, definitely. Always in this room. Appreciate your smile. We can hear it through your voice. Love that. Nadir, thank you for being in this room. I'm glad that we have more males in this room now. You and Larry, you have been doing your thing. I appreciate you and your wife also. Please let everyone know where you're from, your gratitude and affirmation, and some of your atomic habits for success.
Good morning, leaders. My name is Nadir Nasheed. I'm calling from the DMV. My affirmation is I have a newfound respect for the position I hold. I have no sense of entitlement in terms of where I'm going. I just have a high level of respect for myself than the next individual can ever imagine, and I attempt to earn it daily. That's just my mentality. It's not worth the argument that you may get into with anyone who thinks their opinion about you is who you are. Stay focused, maintain your peace, and great things will happen in stages. My gratitude is always being given the privilege to open my eyes, because as long as I can open up my eyes, put my feet on the floor and get moving, I can make a difference in my life or in someone else's. Atomic habits for success. Dre, that's atomic, that's a big word. So I kind of look at mine in micro steps, because of the journey that I've taken and having to relearn a lot of things, which takes patience, which I didn't used to have. So I'm definitely developing patience. I'm learning how to work in blocks. And when I say blocks, I mean when I have a task and I have to get it done, if I don't get it done in that window, then I'm not going to allow it to control the rest of my day. I'm going to move on to the next thing that I have to get to, but I'm going to create another block for that. In the past, what I've allowed things to do is, and as Travis called it, STD, stuff to do. I'll get into something, and if it doesn't turn out the way I wanted to turn out in a timely manner, then I find myself just doing things that doesn't necessarily lend to where I'm trying to go, or to build that progression that I need. So again, I'm gonna utilize mine in micro steps, and as I progress and this system come together, then and only then will it become an atomic habit for my success, if you can understand. And with that, keep showing up for me. I'm gonna keep showing up for y'all. I yield my mic.
Oh, you right on point, brother. Like you said, micro steps. That's tiny. That's what it's all about. It's definitely saying, the tiny steps you take that'll make a big difference in your life. So you're right on track, man. You got it. I mean, you got. I definitely we understand what you're saying. You got it right down there to the T. And I was the same way, man. Like I was, I would jump into something, get excited, all pumped up, and then it'll just die off. Like I would never finish what I started. And this year is the year of evolution for me personally. I am going to do what I said I want to do in every aspect of everything that I put my mind to, because just doing the same thing, expecting a
Hey
different
guys, if it's
result.
your first time here, we go over our affirmations and gratitude Monday through Friday at 8:35 a.m. Eastern Time Zone on Clubhouse. You're more than welcome to keep tuning in where you're listening from, or you could join us on Clubhouse and utilize your voice too. Back to the show.
Yeah, it's definitely the definition of insanity, doing the same thing, expecting a different result. So you're definitely on the right track, like I said. We appreciate your voices always. Continue to do what you're doing, coming up on stage and speaking your truth. Thank you so much for that. Coach Marlene, thank you for being in the room today. Please let everyone know where you're from, your gratitude and affirmation, and some of your atomic habits for success.
Good morning, everybody. Coach Marlene here from sunny South Florida. And my affirmation here is: it is time to embrace the change. I am moving forward in purpose and getting rid of all distractions. And I'm remaining focused. I'm prepared for the harvest. And I am grateful for Boy Scouts. Today will be the day I'm going to be disconnecting tonight. We're going to be going to camping this weekend. So I don't like going to nature, but I'm glad that my son is a part of the Boy Scout for the past couple of years, and I'm one of the Boy Scout leaders. So I have a new appreciation for this time of the year when we go camping, where I can take a moment and disconnect for a little bit and just enjoy family time and also outside fresh air for a moment. So camping has grown on me. So over the years, and my son has been so excited about going to camping. So I've been up this morning getting things ready for us to leave later on this afternoon for camping. My
atomic habit for success. This is a really great topic, and I haven't read the book yet, but working. That's one of my books for the year to put on my list, but I haven't already. um, but for me, for the past couple of months and past couple of years, since I've been taking this journey of entrepreneurship and trying to get laser focus, what has been really helping me is first like writing my vision down, writing up and put not only writing it down and envision it and making sure I tie it to the word, but putting it where I can see it. So that's been helping because for me, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. So when I come into my office, I have little notes all over my place, just reminding of the direction I'm going to go, and then taking one of those things at a time and breaking it down little by little to make a plan of how I'm going to do that. And going on to that, with that part in mind, um, I have incorporated time blocking last year in my life, and has been a game changer for me, because if it's not on my calendar, that's my new phrase, it's not happening. Same thing with the vision board. So I had to put it on there because I need to make sure everything is on my calendar so I can, okay, it's happening, I can block out time for it, I'm not double booked. And that helped me to see the direction I'm going, make me very more intentional how I use my time, because my time is currency too. So that helped me a lot of time blocking. And the next thing that helped me with my success is accountability. My one of my accountability partners is here. We, holding you accountable to make sure to you get on task. Say, hey, are you doing what you're supposed to do? Sometimes I have accountability time where we're body doubling. We're both working at the same time, getting things done, not getting distracted. And so once I know I'm on that accountability time, I'm working on this project and we're getting it done. We're celebrating together that we got it done. So that focus time is really important to me, and that's been helping me over the past couple of months. Even this week, I've been doing buddy double with another accountability partner, and that has been a game changer for me too, because I know I need that accountability of, hey, let's work together, let's focus. Otherwise, as a mom, we can have a million and one things to do. We start working on a project, and then the kids come in, and then husband come in, and then we see how to clean this. But just knowing that, okay, we have that 1 hour of working on this project, and after that, you can do all your little squirrel moments after that. So those things has been helping me be more successful, and because I am able to walk more in purpose. And the final thing is also just like putting myself out there, showing up, speaking, use my voice, going to networking event, not going and just saying hi and then all listening, but going and actually showing up, talking to people, presenting myself, giving out my business card, taking business cards, following up, and seeing how we can connect with each other. And that's what I've been using. I'm done.
Love it, Coach. You are a breath of fresh air. You're so busy. You stay moving with the politics. When you talked before about the different things you're doing in politics, with the community, with your children, I love to hear stuff like that. You being a married woman, a family, you are doing a lot, and I see the growth in you. I hear the confidence in your voice every time you get up on the stage and you talk, and I really appreciate that. You are inspiration. Thank you so much, Coach, for everything you do. Robert, good to see you up here as usual. Please let everyone know where you are from, your gratitude and affirmation, and some atomic habits you might use for success.
Great morning, great morning. This is Robert, and I'm checking in from Jacksonville, Florida. My gratitude this morning is I'm super grateful for life. My affirmation is this year I'm working like no one else, so next year I can work like no one else. And some of my atomic habits for success is one, connect, two, collaborate, three, compete. This is Robert, and I'm done.
Love it, Robert. Always love your sayings too. Simple and to the point, and like you say, and like no one else in all aspects. I appreciate that, Robert, as always. Thank you so much, man. Renee, thank you for being up here on the stage. I love your consistency also. Please let everyone know where you're from, your gratitude and affirmation, and what are some atomic habits you use for success.
Good morning, everybody. Renee calling in from Albany, New York. My affirmation is I am enough. I am everything, max. And my story is my purpose. My gratitude is for life. And I'm going to say my mind shift. My mind shift has been bringing great things to me little by little. And I'm grateful for that. And I know my mind shift has come from coming into this group. I missed the 5 a.m. group this week, so April, please forgive me, but I have good reasons. Um, Consistency. When April said the word consistency, I'll be honest, I wasn't going to jump on this morning because I'm exhausted. I'm late. I'm just pulling up into the parking spot at work, but I had to get on and say consistency is what will make us successful. Consistency is what's going to bring what we need. So I've been putting myself in rooms, be it in person or even here. I'm comfortable now, but I wasn't at first. But putting myself in uncomfortable positions, situations where let me see what's going to come from that. So last night, I've been going to our brand new, it's not even a year old, Albany Black Chamber of Commerce and Social Club. And I actually started bringing my baby brother with me because I was like, come with me. So yeah, last night was his second time. And the stuff that's coming from that, the people that we're meeting, he's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. So one of the ladies came up to me at the end and she was like, you're a virtual assistant, right? And I looked at her like, how you know? I didn't say that. But I said, how'd you find out? I said, yeah, how'd you find out? And she told me the photographer who also does my pictures told her to reach out to me for me to assist her in her work. So she's also connected with the chamber. I got me a new client last night. She has 3 businesses that she needs assistance with. We're going to communicate later. She's going to send me everything she needs. Also, one of the ladies that I know that was on the panel is running for mayor. So as soon as I came in last night, she said, I didn't forget you. I need you. She said, please take my number and reach out to me so that you can keep me on task. She said, I need your help to keep me organized while I go through running for mayor. I was like, okay, that's number 2. And it's just the communicating with people that I didn't even know. One guy said, you got a boutique business, right? And I said, I do. I said, it's there, but I'm focusing on something else. I'm pivoting a little bit. I said, but it's still there. But just hearing people, you don't know who's watching you. You don't know who sees you. So go out there, share your story, be consistent. I've been going to this chamber consistently. I think I've been there 3 times already this year, and I'm going again tomorrow for something they got. I will become a member there because I also know that being a member is going to also take me to a whole nother level. And last night on that panel, the lady I mentioned that's running for mayor and one of the other guys that is also going to run for mayor against her, I don't know how they're doing that, but anyway, they said some key point last night. They said they got resources. But in order to get those resources for small businesses, you better come correct. And that's the exact words they use. And I knew what they meant. But the guy said, and what I mean by come correct, I mean all your paperwork, all your business in order. So also make sure our businesses are in order. You don't know when opportunities gonna come your way, and I'm just grateful that I went last night. I'm tired today, but thank God it's Friday, and everybody have an amazing day, and I appreciate this group. I yield my mic.
Success is when preparation meets opportunity. We love you, Renee, for everything. And I hear the growth in your voice, also the confidence. And definitely, you're networking with people and you're being consistent. And the same way, I would say, it's definitely some days I don't feel like it, but you going through despite, you're getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. That is the key. You have to get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Hey, if you guys are just
and
tuning
you
in,
will
welcome. We go
see
over
the
our morning
benefits in
affirmations
the
and
long
gratitude
run.
Monday through
That
Friday at
is
8:35 a.m.
consistency at
Eastern
its
Time Zone
finest.
over on
Thank you,
Clubhouse. You're
Renee,
more than
for your
welcome to join
input.
us there,
Always a
or you
pleasure
could
to see you
continue
up here.
to tune in
Can
and
I
Would you
say
like
listen
to
one
say
to
more
something?
thing?
replays. Also, don't
Yeah.
Absolutely.
forget, invite three other
You know,
business
they
owners and
also made one
entrepreneurs that you
statement
know
that
need to be a
that was
part of
like a
this
light bulb
affirmation and
for me, and I
gratitude right
needed to
now.
hear
Thank you.
that. It said that we have to invest into ourselves, we have to invest into our business, and look at that investment not as a bill, not a bill, but you're adding to yourself, you're adding to your business. It's a sacrifice that will pay off at the end. I just needed to hear that, and maybe someone else needed to hear that. Invest in yourself. Get out there and do what you got to do, even if it's for you got to pay money. You got to pay money. Invest in you. Have a great day.
Thank you, Renee, for that. You are your biggest investment. You are your biggest investment. Thank you so much for that input, Renee. We appreciate you. Crystal, thank you for being up on the stage. This is Crystal D, Crystal Davis. Please let everyone know where you are from, your gratitude and affirmation, and some atomic habits you use for success.
Great morning, everyone. My name is Crystal, calling from Atlanta, Georgia. And my affirmation is I'm a wise woman who lives in abundance and money comes to me easily. I'm grateful today for another day of life and atomic habits that for success. Me personally, I like to do things that scare me. Every time that I've done something that I'm afraid of, it has turned out well. So not letting fear get in the way of you attaining your goals. Also setting goals and keeping them in front of you every day so that you're constantly reminded of the goal and working towards it. And also saying affirmations and because I believe that when you do affirmations, you're speaking it into existence, but also, like others have mentioned, you can't just speak it. You have to put some type of work behind it. So, putting work behind what you speak is key, and also using your voice and being out there and networking and making sure people know who you are, so that you may be able to help them attain their goal, or they help you to attain your goal. So those are some of the things that I personally do. And my name is Crystal, and I'm sitting pretty in my commercial kitchen.
Thank you so much for that input, Crystal. Always appreciated to hear your voice on this stage, and we look forward to it many more times. Thank you. Mr. Larry, good to see you up in the room on stage. Your consistency. I just told Nadir I appreciate you too for coming up and being in this room. We needed more males in here, and I'm glad to see you two on stage consistent. I really appreciate that. That helps me and Travis and the other ones like Robert. It really helps us out, and I love it. Please let everyone know where you're from, your gratitude and affirmation, and some atomic habits you might use for success.
All right, good morning, everybody. This is Larry calling from Hampton, Virginia, by way of New Orleans. Uh, my affirmation is I'm still continuing to knock down these doors that I need to knock down to get things done. That's my affirmation. My gratitude goes out to the fact that I am free. Went to court yesterday, and a couple of people didn't go free. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the fact that I still have an opportunity to come out and do the necessary things to make sure I have my success. It's not just for me, and for my family as well, and for the people that I'm surrounded by and I support. For as the habits for me is definitely goal setting. Um, I set my goals and I'm still trying to achieve them all. Another one is consistency. Like since the beginning of the year, I have been very consistent in every obstacle that may come my way that try to distract me from being consistent. I, I overcome it. Time management is another thing that I have to where I use that to complete my goals, and also self discipline. Um, I make sure that I maintain a discipline for myself to tackle these obstacles that I'm faced with on a daily basis. Um, and the last one is, to me, is adaptability. I try to adapt in every aspect of life that I have to adapt to, because sometimes life can be difficult. So we always got to pivot and adapt to whatever our situations are. And for that, I yield my mic. Y'all have a great day.
The appealing chameleon, adaptability. That's what it's about, Larry. You said it, key point. Adaptability. You have to be able to do that. You have to be able to shapeshift, for lack of better words, because this will shape you into the person you are destined to be. Thank you, Larry, for that. I appreciate you as always. Like I said, looking forward to hearing more from you, man. Thank you. Miss Wilder, Crystal Wilder, thank you for being in the room as always. I appreciate you up here. As many have said, we love hearing your voice. It's something about that voice. People, please all check out her new book, Unveiling You, A Journey to Self-Love. Shameless plug for her, out on Amazon right now. You check it out. This is a beautiful woman right here. Crystal, please let everyone know where you're from, your gratitude and affirmation, and some of your atomic habits that you use for success.
Andre, boy, you better do your thing. Good morning, everybody. I am Crystal Wilder, and I am calling from the DFW area. Um, I was not expecting that, Andre. Thank you so much. This morning, my affirmation is I deserve it, and I am worthy. And my gratitude is not just for being able to share something very personal with the world in creating this book, Unveiling You, but my gratitude with it is I actually got a chance to really just sit back and enjoy. Like I got to enjoy the launch, the way it felt, the love, the support. Like I'm just grateful. How many times do we do things but we're not really able to take it all in? And I'm just so grateful and thankful that I had the opportunity to do that, and it felt so good. It felt so good, and it's still feeling good. It's still feeling good. And I gotta say this before I even talk about what my habits are. Renee, girl, I'm over here celebrating you so much while you were talking, and just I mean, if you could have seen me, I was driving, but I was just I'm fist pumping, I'm doing all kind of stuff, girl. I'm so proud of you, and it fills my heart with joy to hear about all the things that you're doing, and it's funny, Dr. Travis, you were talking about voice. But Renee, your voice is the same, but that tone is different. It's different. And I'm loving it. I love it. I love the power that I'm hearing building in your voice. And so I just had to love on you for a moment. I just had to do it, girl. I forgot why I had joined the stage listening to you. But for me, the habit that I'm learning to utilize right now, I got it from this group. And more importantly, Dr. Travis, I gotta jump back for a second. I'm sorry, y'all. Yesterday you were talking about, I think it was yesterday, about not really knowing how impactful you are, but you are extremely impactful. And one of the biggest things that sold me on wanting to hear more from you, you had did a YouTube and you were talking about how you help people, but you don't really, it doesn't really matter to you if we succeed as much as it should to us. And I love that because in everything that you share, you give is good information. Like, it's solid, it's sound. But it's up to us. It's up to us to grasp what you're given, and for us to apply it, because we can take the notes, we can celebrate and love on everything that you're talking about, but if we don't do anything with it, that's on us. And the level of accountability, like, sometimes at night, I mean, it could be 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I hear you cussing and basically telling me, hey, listen, Crystal, if you don't get it, that's on you. I mean, hey, I got mine. You got to get yours, and that motivates me, and it encourages me. So you are impactful. You do make a difference, and I mean, the love and respect that I have for you and what you do, I'm not even going into that. But you influence the habit that is really helping me be consistent and gain momentum. STDs. I had a lot of STDs, and y'all, I'm gonna say it. Shit to do, stuff to do, however you want to say it. Tomato, tomato. But that was me. And when you said we got to get rid of those STDs, it really forced me to look at myself and some of the unhealthy habits that I had. And so now I'm intentional, and I actually remind myself all I got to be is 1% better. I got that from this group. 1% better. So it takes the pressure off me feeling like I have to, quote unquote, overachieve, and I don't have to pick up more STDs. So I focus on every day, be consistent, and stay present in the one day. And then I have my monthly schedule, but calendar, but I really choose to focus on just today. And so I give myself, and I got this from the group, three things that I want to accomplish on any given day. That's all I focus on, and I remind myself, stay present, be consistent, and all I got to do is, if I'm 1% better today, I have gained a win, and that has really helped me enjoy the journey, be more productive, be more effective, get more wins under my belt, which increases my confidence in my ability, and that's the habit that I want to share today. Thank y'all.
Thank you. She said a mouthful. I love it. I love it. I love it. And as she stated, this man that has created this room is like she said, he said, like, you can write it down. You can look at it all day, put it in your books, many books you might have a notes, but you have to take action. Like he says, his motto is Nike, just do it. You have to just do it, and you'll see the results. And like she also said with him, this man, I've been with him for a long time, watching his growth, and he got it already. So it's like he not losing nothing by you not following it. It's you're losing. He has it already. He does not need us to get anything, necessarily from him to make him rich or successful. He already has that. He's just wanting people. The meaning of success, you really truly are successful when you can make other people successful. So that's the goal. And I understand that with him. And even as I go through my little trials and tribulations, I understand everything that this man says, because it's the truth. It's actual factual. You have to follow the blueprint. And the blueprint is consistency. And what he's showing you. The Warren Buffett said, if you want to be successful, watch what successful people do and follow it more in particular. Don't just watch it, follow it and do it, and you will be successful. That is the actual blueprint. It is as simple as that. You do not have to reinvent the wheel. You do not have to reinvent the wheel. And that's what we all get caught up in sometimes, trying to figure out something that no one else is doing so we can be successful. No, copy and paste. Travis has said this, Dr. Davis has said this so many times. Copy and paste. And you will see the results because they've seen the results. So, Crystal, thank you so much. All of those pinpoints that you have said that you learned from this group and are mastering. We appreciate you as always. Carter, Good to see you up on the stage. Appreciate you for coming up. Would love to see you more. Thank you for being in this room. Please let everyone know where you are from, your gratitude and affirmation, and some atomic habits you might use for success.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Carter. I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia. My gratification is just being in this group and waking up today. My affirmation for today is every challenge I overcome is a success, and everything I need, I have everything I need for success. An atomic habit that I do have is just being intentional in my goals, and then when I am intentional about my goals, if it's a big goal, I try to like subcategory it into smaller goals that I can achieve within like a day, a week, and just to build upon the goal that I'm trying to achieve. And really, that's all I got for you. I hope you have a good Friday.
Oh man, we appreciate you, Carter. And definitely what you just said. Be intentional, in doing what you're doing. Don't just half it. Don't half step it. Go all in, and you will reap the rewards when you do it intentionally with purpose and vigor. So yes, we appreciate you. Please come in the room more often, man. It's great to hear your voice. Looking forward to it. Thank you, man. So, with that being said, we appreciate all your time today. I always say when I have the room, it might go on a little longer, and I like that. There's nothing wrong with it. I appreciate this room. I feel better, just as Renee said earlier. Sometimes you don't want to do it, not don't want, but you just kind of that uncomfortable build, like, okay. But every time you go through it, you feel so much better, and that's how I feel every time I host this room. I really look forward to doing it, and I appreciate all your voices and your input as always. We're going to close out the room if anyone else doesn't want to come up on stage. If you're still there, Carter, we're going to start with you. Is there anything you would like to say before we close out the room?
Everyone go be great and having an awesome Friday.
Thank you, Carter. Crystal W., is there anything you would like to say before we close out?
Y'all have an absolutely amazing day.
And get her book, y'all. I got it. Get a book. Get a book. Larry, is there anything you would like to say before we close out the room?
Yes, sir. I love you all. Y'all share some love today for the people that you love, and y'all have a great day.
Thank you. Renee, is there anything you would like to say before we close out? If you're still there, I know you said you were going into work.
Yeah, I'm actually on my way back home. I forgot my coffee and I need it today, so I'm going back to grab that. But you know what? Thank you, Crystal. I don't know. You guys don't know. I'm a co-author on the first book with Crystal, Unfinished Business. I am the secret sauce. So when we started saying that, I've been building my confidence up off of that. Yes, we are the secret sauce. Everybody is the secret sauce. You all got secret sauce. So get out there, find your secret sauce, and use it to your ability. Everybody, I hope you got a 3-day weekend like myself, and I got my house to myself this weekend. So I'm going to have a great, productive weekend, and I trust the same for all of you. Have a great one. Thank you.
That's right. You better get that coffee. Better go back and get it. You know what you need. And I did not know that, Renee. I just finished reading about the author for Crystal and seen that book, Unfinished Business. So I love it. Your collaboration. I love that. I appreciate you and Crystal, definitely. Thank you so much for your input as always. Robert, is there anything you would like to say before we close out?
Yep, just trust the process.
That's right, Robert. I love it, man. Coach Marlene, is there anything you would like to say?
Yes, I forgot to tell you, like, I want y'all to show your business some love. This month, my company is like hosting this Show Your Business Love Challenge. And it's basically where you are supporting other businesses, making sure that you're prepared for your business taxes next month, all the registration, just showing your business some love. So if you are a part of this challenge, put hashtag ECS BizLove. We have all the details on our site. It's basically Marlene spelled backward. My company is Ilaram Creative. But I just want to make sure that you guys just show your business some love this month. Don't wait until the last minute and be overwhelmed. You want to make sure how Renee said, make sure everything's in order. Make sure everything's in order. You have that weekend. It's a long weekend if you want to rest and then after work on that, but make sure you show your business and other business some love, because one way you can show love is by like, commenting, and sharing to a business. So that small thing does not cost any money, to go ahead and show other small business some love too.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate that. You're absolutely right. That's right. Show love. It does not cost. It does not cost to show love. Thank you, Coach. I really do appreciate that. Crystal Davis had to leave for a meeting, but she left in the chat. Everyone have a great weekend. Reminder, don't play about yourself. That's right, Crystal. We appreciate you as always, too. Nadir, is there anything you would like to say before we close out the room?
Yes, sir. Just like to shine light on the good brother at the bottom, Lawrence Maynard. He and I have in-depth discussions about positivity, creativity. This man does a lot of good things in the community, and I'm glad that he showed up. I know he came on late, but he showed up, and I definitely have faith that he'll be back in the room with us, as well as become a speaker. Because when you listen to the man, he got something to say. It's meaningful. He don't waste words. Ladies, I just can't applaud y'all anymore with the things that y'all are accomplishing. You know, it just feels great to be in the community with y'all. So please keep showing up. I'm gonna keep showing up for y'all. Y'all have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate your input as always. And yes, Lawrence, I've definitely seen you in the room before, so appreciate you coming in. And no pressure, but pressure bust pipes and create diamonds. So we would love to hear those diamonds and those gems that you have to drop that the fellow brother is saying you have. So we'll love to hear you up here one day soon. Thank you. Talisha, is there anything you would like to say before we close out?
Of course, you know I like to run my mouth. But I want to bring it back, and I want to go back to something that Coach Vine instilled in me. Like Coach Vine, be patient, be persistent, remembering it's a process, and celebrating the progress. Be patient but persistent, remembering it's a process, and celebrating the progress. All right, I love y'all.
Gang, gang, love you too, Talisha. Patience is a virtue, as the old good book says. Thank you so much, Talisha, as always. April, is there anything, with that being said, the patience is a virtue part? Is there anything you would like to say before we close out the room?
Oh man, this was a great room, Andre. Man, everybody, listen, I'm so glad that we're out here using our voices, being heard, asking for the things that we want, walking into our destinies and finding our purpose and all of that. Like this is amazing. And I tell you, some of y'all are coming in here and like in 2 months later y'all are hitting the ground running, right? Like it took me a couple years. But you know what I said yesterday, it's not where you start, it's how you finish. And so like I'm just so amazed at there is no competition, amongst us, meaning, there's no nobody saying, oh well, you're in the virtual assistant space, or so am I, and then there's cattiness behind it. You know what I mean? No, we're all like, especially the ones that have this, that are in the same industries. You're helping pull other people up so that they can come and up and be with you, either on the level that you're on, or you're trying to even push them further than you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're supposed to do. And I'm just loving the camaraderie. Like, really, y'all, there is no cattiness, there is no dogness in this room, right? For the men. Like, there is nobody trying to uh fleece the sheep, as the that's a church term, when some people come into the house of God, and they take, all they do is take from people. And this space is a room of givers and takers, and I really love how I believe, and this is just my observation, is we give more than what we take in this community, and I'm so grateful for that. This is an awesome place to be. If you're not on Clubhouse, get on Clubhouse so you can come in our room. But you know, but if not, that's fine. You can stay on YouTube and IG and all the places that this is streaming. That works too, but be vocal. Use the chat, feature. That's just like speaking as well. So, make sure that your presence is known and felt. Okay? Anytime you enter a room, make sure your presence is known and felt, and have an amazing weekend.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. One love. Let's get together and feel all right. That is a quote from the famous Bob Marley. I said I was going to go and check his movie out soon too. One thing I've noticed, is music is a lot of affirmations. When we listen to music, a lot of it is affirmations. It's healing, So with that being said, we all need to walk to the beat of our own tune. Make sure we all do that. Move to the beat of your own tune because it's an affirmation. It's confirmation for your success in life. With that being said, we appreciate you all. I hope you all have a great weekend. Make sure you have a good Monday. Some of us will be off for our paid mentorships, but the work doesn't stop. So you keep on moving. And with that being said, I'm going to hand it over to the man of the hour, Dr. Davis. Please take us on out.
Appreciate you, Andre. This is definitely a great room today. Appreciate everyone who utilized their voice as well, and those that was listening, no matter which platform that you was on, and that may be listening on replay as well. We truly do appreciate you guys. Now, I wrote some things down here. First of all, Nadir, I want to appreciate you for continuing to invite people to the community and accepting that challenge. I thank you. It's needed, so appreciate that. Another thing that I wrote down here, I'm not sure if you guys are understanding the purpose 100% of doing things consistently. I think that I've seen a lot of individuals just do stuff, right? And they call it consistent. But Renee made me think of this when she said that she got a win. She got a new client. Now, to me, the only reason that you do a bunch of stuff is because you don't know how to win yet. But the minute you learn how to win, you should consistently keep doing that over and over again until you go crazy about it. Because that is the answer. So every time you get a win, you need to slow down for a second and ask yourself, how did I get here? Was I creating content and the person found me off the content? Well, I need to create more content faster because it works. Was I going to conferences and I got my client from a conference? Well, I need to go to more conferences more often because it works. You have to figure out what is it that creates the success for you, not me. You hear all of these different strategies on YouTube, Instagram, Clubhouse. Figure out what it is that you would like to do and get crazy about it until you get a win. And literally document that process. Put it into a system and move faster with it. How do you move faster with it in 2024? It's called automation. This is why they're firing people these days. Because they figured out how to move faster with processes and procedures than a human being can do. But those processes and procedures came from people taking action and figuring out this wins. So I'm encouraging you guys, when you get a win, you should really stop focusing on all the other things. Because that is the answer to your equation right there. You just need to do more of it now. And that will literally change your entire life, guys. So I had that note right there. All right. The other thing that I had right here. Now, it's funny. that April wanted to talk about success today. I was going to open up the room and talk about success today, and Andre opened up a room to talk about success today. So I want to challenge. Well, how many of you guys have? Matter of fact, how many of you guys don't have an iPhone? Put a little emoji reaction on your face if you do not have an iPhone. Okay, looking through there. Okay, so everybody for the most part got an iPhone. Now we about to get some truth today, and I don't know if you want to do it or not, but we gonna see. Hopefully you guys are gonna be honest with me. I want you to open up your iPhone. I want you to go to the settings. When you go to the settings, I want you to go to screen time. On your screen time, on the daily average, I want you to type in a chat. What is it saying on the daily average of screen time? How much time does it say up there? I'll tell you guys right now, mine says 12 hours. That's a lot of damn time. That half of my day, my screen is being seen. So are we going to be honest and say how much of your screen time? We got 7.4 hours. Cool, Robert. 7 hours. 14 hours. Now I want you to hit another button up under there. It says see all apps and website activity. Now we get more truth. See, people tell me they don't have time. People tell me things ain't working. But now I like to measure your actions. See, your phone tells you about yourself. Now, your top 5 apps right there, what are they? You could just put the first 3 in the chat. And how much time have you spent on them? I'll tell you guys mine. And change the top from day to week. When you look at the very top, I don't want to see how much you did in a day because you might not have did anything yesterday. I want to see what you did this week so far. Go over to week and now tell me, out of those top 5 apps, what is the number 1 app and how much time are you spending on it? Put it in the chat, or you can unmute yourself for this one. That's fine. Does anybody want to tell me? IG, TikTok.
Mine's is Clubhouse and then Facebook.
Okay. How much time?
Over an hour on Clubhouse, and let me see how. Let me catch the Facebook. 38 minutes. Nah, that can't be for the week.
Yeah, go back
Okay.
to the top and make sure it's on weekly.
Go back to the top, make sure
Renee
it's
said
on weekly.
YouTube 17 hours, Facebook 7 hours. I'm going to take y'all somewhere with this.
All right, so I got Clubhouse. Well, text messages 9 hours, Clubhouse 4 hours and a half, Pandora. I sleep with the music now.
Okay.
Then YouTube 2 hours and 39 minutes. Chat AI 2 hours, and then Facebook another 2 hours.
Okay. Anybody
Yeah.
else?
For mine, Facebook 11 and a half hours, Clubhouse 8.5 hours, Instagram 4.5, messages 3 hours.
Okay. TikTok 4 hours, and they said Facebook 7 hours, YouTube 17 hours. Now, anybody else want to say? Okay. Now, the reason I asked you guys this is I want you to look at those top 5, and what it just told me is how much time you have spent. And then my question to you is going to be, how much money have you made of all that time that you've spent on those apps? Because if you ain't making no money
$0.
off of it, that means that you're giving yourself STDs. So when you tell me you don't have enough time, well, the phone just told me something different. You've consistently been sitting on these apps and not making no money. So I want you, if you're going to be sitting on this app, because I'm not going to change you up today. I'm just letting you know right now. The data tells me who you are. you're going to still be on these apps. What I'm challenging you to do is stop sitting on these apps and not making no money from it. I'll tell you my top 2 apps. YouTube, it says 22 hours. Instagram, it says 12 hours. My text messages, it says 4 hours. Facebook, 2 hours. And WorldStar, 2 hours. The only thing I don't make money off is WorldStar. Every single one of those other applications that I told you, I am only on it to generate revenue and to build my community, which generates revenue. But now, I'm not wasting my time. I'm telling you guys, I look at people's data. I don't take people's emotional answers to things. This tells me the truth. You cannot spend 14 hours on an app and not make no money and expect your life to change. That app better be generating you some revenue somehow, some way, or it better be educating you at a whole nother level for you to go take actions. But majority of people, when I go through this drill, the apps that are at this top, they just wasting their time. So I'm challenging you guys again. You looked at the truth for yourself. You don't really truly have to break it down to me. I told you I ain't going to change you. You got to change yourself. I just wanted you to see yourself. We talk a lot about things that can be done, but the truth is right here in the palm of your hand. This is what I love about the iPhone. You can't blame nobody else, just you. Because your time is the most successful thing that you can measure. There's nothing else in this world that measures success. I've seen it. I've heard everybody say everything. But at the end of the day, the only thing that truly measures success is how much time do you have to do whatever the hell you want. Do you have to wake up every day and do something that you don't enjoy doing? Do you have to go somewhere that you don't enjoy to go? Well, that means that you don't have your time. Instead, I want you to have your time to do whatever you please. And the only way that we can get our time is to generate money faster. There's no other way. But I'm telling you right now, according to your phones, you got enough time to change your life at this moment. You just got to stop playing around. You got to stop being on TikTok for 17 hours. That 17 hours could have changed your life. You could have actually changed it from TikTok to YouTube and watch a YouTube video about something that you're going to take action in today so you could do it better than you did it yesterday. But ain't nothing going, you're not going to learn anything scrolling up on TikTok videos. Yeah, you may learn how to cook a meal or something, but that only took 2 minutes to watch that video. What else was you doing for the other 17 hours? I'm pretty sure it was nothing. You have enough time to change your life because you're going to consistently take the actions that win. If you don't know what wins right now, that just means to me, you ain't taking enough action every day. You're not being consistent, trying to figure out what is the winning formula for you. You're being scared to fail. They call it fail. I mean, how else do you learn how to win? Could you imagine just jumping into a football field and expecting to win the Super Bowl and you ain't tried no plays, you ain't did nothing? One thing I did when I was coaching football, guys, if my best friend Mickens was right here, when I came to him and we coached football, we went all the way to the ship strictly because I ripped the playbook apart. We had 5 plays. I didn't need no more than 5 plays because I got 5 plays that you can't stop. They get us a win. They get me exactly what I need to measure success. It was a touchdown. Until you stopped my 5 plays, I never changed the plays. Why? If it guarantees me a win, why would you change the play? And that's what we do too much of. We change our plays too often. What is the play that wins and run it more often? Stop trying to spread it out and look sexy because the public told you, look, that play boring. You just going straight down the field, handing the ball off. That's a boring play. We want you guys to be a little more sexy with it. No, I want you guys to win. And winning don't always look sexy. But winning is always consistent. A guaranteed fact. So hurry up, guys. Figure out that winning formula and just focus on that and nothing else. I don't care what anybody else says. But you got to do it for yourself at the end of the day. I love you all. I hope that you guys got something out of this. Remember to invite more people to the group. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, all the amazing things that you guys are accomplishing. That's what it's all about. Teamwork makes the dream work. The community's working together. Keep doing it. We got another week ahead of us. Remember, people still spend money on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that don't mean that you got to stop and take a break this weekend. You got to move faster. Because I told you, the only thing to me that measures success is time. So don't let the next 2 days pass you by. I'll talk with you later. Love you all. See you next week. Could somebody close out this room for us?
Yes.